All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for the bit you've all been waiting for. Thank you for joining us and swimming in the Theater 99 stream. We miss seeing all of you and hope you miss seeing all of us. Someday soon we'll all be able to laugh and love each other in person. We want to thank our video guru, Adam James Craig, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, Adam James Craig. And we'd like to thank the band's incredibly tall people, Talking Trees and No Good, for letting us use their original music. That's awesome. You guys rock. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, make some room, because this ain't no Zoom, and welcome to the stage your favorite act, the lovely and talented Doppleganger!
Right. Hello. Thank you very much. So, first of all, I'd just like to sort of point out the elephant in the room here. And by that I mean there's no elephant in the room. There's like 6 people here. Gary Booth. Gary.
Yeah. I'm one of the 6.
Right.
6. Thanks for asking.
This. I was under the impression this was a theater where things were housed and people came, or it's just 6 tonight.
It's a small house. It's a smaller house.
Right. Small house.
It's probably the weather.
Right. Okay. It was so nice outside.
It's pretty sunny.
Yeah. It's too bright.
Johnny, you said that one of the big things about this gig would be able to sell merch here.
Yeah, this is where we could sell merch outside in the table out there, but it's in the van.
But there's only 6 people here.
It's in the van.
I mean, if we sell one T-shirt to the 6 people here a piece, that's only 6 times 20.
Yeah, we've only got kids,
right?
Sizes.
All right.
So,
anyway, but at least we got a stream, right? I was told we got a streaming to you at home.
Streaming.
Doppleganger brought to you by Corona. Have a nice day. Life's a beach. Corona.
It's coronavirus. It's not the beer.
So the stream's not sponsored.
We're here because of
Corona. Not by Corona.
Not by, no.
Right. Okay, well then fuck it. I mean, like, if we're not going to make any money anyway, let's just have fun then. So, shoot, we'll just play whatever anybody wants to hear. So, set list out the window. It's been a while since we have performed because of the virus, so we'll see how things hold up. So this is how we're going to do this. I assume that the 6 people that are here and the thousands that are on the stream. How many are on the stream?
39.
41,000. 41,000. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're getting back to the Shea days. Shea Stadium, 1987. 41,000.
Hope you don't crash this show.
Right. So hopefully all of them are donating because we get a percentage of that, right? From the... No, we don't. Right, great. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take your favorite Doppelganger songs. We're going to play a few songs here for you guys. So who out there has a favorite Doppelganger song? And we don't play covers because of legal stuff. Dirty Flip Flop's fantastic.
Beautiful. Thanks.
So Dirty Flip Flop. Dirty Flip Flop was about, we wrote Dirty Flip Flop in 87, 88?
87, yeah, summer of 87.
Summer of 87, right between 87 and 88. Because summer's in the middle of the year. If you go by January. So Dirty Flip Flop, we were on a world tour. And in the summer of 87, I got lost. Now, it was temporary. I was only gone for about, 15 hours. But it was 15 hours on the beaches of Ibiza. And so needless to say, I was quite gone. And not, I've had a few loves in my life. I've had Kathy Ireland, Pat Benatar, and Black Tar Heroin. And so when you get lost in Ibiza, you get lost. And so whenever I was not doing a combination of heroin and mushrooms, and I was trying to navigate my way back to Johnny, and I was trying to put together clues, things that I thought that I was finding that was sort of guiding my path and my way back to the concert venue. And so, this song is a representative. It's a very deep sort of cut as to where the mind goes and how the ideas that come to you whenever you're in that state. So this is Dirty Flip Flop. That's right, Dirty Flip Flop. In my face, look to heaven for a sign. Where's that sign? Oh God, do I even have the time? I see a shell here beside me. Must be pointing north. Follow it to the horizon. Till I find what I'm looking for. My dirty flip-flop. Find my dirty flip-flop. Burning on the sole of my foot. Ouch. Left more than right. What type of evil did I see when I was out last night? Blisters forming down to my core. Just need to find that one thing I'm looking for. My dirty flip-flop. Oh, my dirty flip-flop. Till then this burning just won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Till I find my dirty flip-flop. Gotta make it off this beach. Gotta get off this beach. Someone help me off this beach. Can't find the exit. 'Cause I'm a son of a beach. Son of a beach, yeah. Need that dirty flip-flop. Flop.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Thank you.
Nice suggestion. That was a good one to start off with, and a nice tempo, good rhythm. Now let's dive deep. How about a deep cut? What's one out there that wouldn't be too popular?
George Jonte, he wants to hear Lemon Meringue Jeep.
Oh, Lemon Meringue Jeep. Wow. Lemon Meringue Jeep is a, it's a very wistful tune. Back in our early days, in the late 70s, we were really trying to sort of find our place. We were experimenting with a bunch of different styles back then.
And drugs.
That's right. But there was a woman, and so many different songs are inspired by brief encounters with women or men, or the occasional barnyard animal that wanders backstage. Not sexually, just petting zoo. Johnny Dreg really likes to bring petting zoos to the concerts whenever we're having them, just to loosen everyone up. Butch, our roadie, she loves petting zoos. So whenever you have these chance encounters, they kind of sear in your brain. And in the summer of '78, we're having a lot of summer songs. I guess it is summer, right? It's not fall yet.
Totally summer. Yeah.
That's the inspiration. Lemon Meringue Jeep was just about one of those moments that come and go, and so here it is, Lemon Meringue Jeep. And while we certainly appreciate the kind audience clapping along, don't do that. And as you guys remember, this was kind of a 2-up too. Saw you there across the parking lot from me. Cutest thing that I ever did see. Thought I'd show you round the world. Such a pretty, pretty little girl. This was 1978, so you can actually say that in a song, and it's okay. It's because when you're talking about pretty little girl, you're not really talking about like a pretty, little girl. Obviously the girl was old enough to drive, because it's about a Jeep, okay? And if you can assume that she's old enough to drive, we're going to assume that she was older than 18. So we're going to do that, okay? Right, okay. Where were we? Oh, prettiest thing that I ever did say, right? Prettiest thing I ever did see. We were further than that. Thought I'd show you round the world, 'cause you were the prettiest little girl. Short shorts, just barely covering what's there. Barely get a glimpse of your Hello Kitty underwear. Again, remember, the girl is obviously older than a little girl. She's driving a Jeep, okay? So we're going to assume this is 1978 when we wrote this. So all of this is kosher. Please do not write our manager about the content of this song. You suggested it, you freaks, okay? All right, now we were
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty underwear, man. Just saw a little bit of your Hello Kitty underwear. Wish I was not here, wish I was over there, watching you more closely, cuddling your teddy bear. Again, right, she's driving a Jeep, so I understand that the imagery is probably bad, but she's obviously older than 16. And in South Carolina, 16 is legal. And we're in South Carolina, right? Right, so we're okay. But as you know from the song, nothing sexual happens. It's all about sort of wondering what could happen. So we're making the assumption that this person is over 18 years old because she's driving a Jeep, okay? So now I see you across the way, wondering if you'll be able to come out and play. Now, I understand it's getting worse and worse as each line goes, okay? But you have to remember, she's driving a Jeep, okay? Where were we? We're at Come Out and Play, right? Come Out and Play. And I see you, and I want to beg you, oh baby, please, as you're crawling around the parking lot on your hands and knees. You know what? We're just going to stop the song. We're just going to go on just going to go on to the next one. Just that one particularly is too problematic in this day and age.
Big trouble. Big trouble.
So who's got a different one? Let's go to maybe something that was written post 1990. What about newer ones?
Patrick suggested air frying in my dreams.
Okay, Patrick suggested "Air Frying in My Dreams" is a great song. Patrick was a good friend of ours. Now, he's one of those guys that kind of come in and out of your life. And we don't have too many songs that actually reference. Most of our songs are very symbolic, big thinking type of pieces. But Patrick suggested "Air Frying in My Dreams." We really wanted to pay homage to Patrick because Patrick got us out of a tough jam. In 1994, we had just broken up the band. We had broken up the band. I'm getting a little emotional. We just broken up the band. We had just finished our fourth world tour, and in the basement had just gone platinum. So I didn't know where I was going to go next. So I turned to my great loves, Kathy Ireland, and Black Tie Heroin. And Johnny, I don't know what Johnny did during that time.
Playing with the Nuge.
Do not fucking mention Ted
Motor
Nugent
City
on
Bad
this thing.
Band.
Ted
He's out
Nugent
there.
is not.
If he's one of those people,
He's not watching this.
Yeah.
I promise you.
one
Ted
of those
Nugent
49,000 people
has a lot of
Sure.
crazy to be doing out
Yeah.
there, doing other things.
Love you, Nuge.
Right, you can. No one else does. No offense, but to Ted Nugent. Yeah, actually, yes, offense to Ted Nugent. You stole my guitarist. Whenever we were trying to figure out how to get back together, that's when Patrick came to our lives. And Patrick was a great guy. And I met him as I was doing a cross Europe scooter trip. It was one of those things where you buy in for a tour and you go from city to city, but it was all by Vespa. It was a nice break. It was me and David Bowie, and we were having a great time. God rest that beautiful man's soul. But we met Patrick in Hamburg, Germany, and Patrick von Braun was his name. And Patrick said, well, where's Johnny? And I said, well, Johnny's not here. Johnny left. And he said, you got to get Johnny brought back. What does Johnny love? And I said, well, Patrick, Johnny loves a lot of things. Johnny loves. What do you love, Johnny? He loves a lot of things.
Cake.
Yes, he loves cake. And you love.
My cat.
He loves his cat,
Yeah.
who's in our van right now, and you need to get new litter for that thing.
That's right. Do
He loves his cat, and he loves cake, but most of all, I know Johnny loves fried food. Whenever we were thinking about frying, Patrick was like, well, that's what you need to do. You need to fry some food for Johnny. And I said, we can't do that, because Johnny has high cholesterol, even back in the 90s. So he had to give it up. And then he was like, well, you need to fry with air. And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? It's impossible. You can't fry with air. It's 1994. And he says, well, one day we will be able to fry with air. And I said, oh, you crazy kraut. You have no idea what you're talking about. And he's like, in my dreams, I fry with air. And it was such a beautiful thing that I took it and I wrote a song about it as a love poem to try to get Johnny back. And so this is a song called Patrick Suggests Air Frying in Your Dreams. You cross Seems like our best days are all in yesterday.
Yesterday.
I reach out to you at night, but you're not there. Still wondering if you even care. Yeah, I met Patrick. Told me not to give up. He said, Clive, your love is just not enough.
It's not enough.
I said, Patrick, what should I do?
Patrick.
I need Johnny back, and I'm feeling blue. And then Patrick suggested we air fry in our dreams.
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 And Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams. Just you and me, frying anything.
Anything you want.
Anything you can fry.
Bologna.
Sure.
Candy canes.
If you want it, Johnny. Anything.
Marshmallows.
Absolutely. With tempura batter.
Those little Vienna sausages.
All 8 at one time.
Spam.
You know that's bad on my indigestion, but I'll do it for you.
It's bad on the cholesterol.
No.
Shouldn't have it.
No, you can have it.
But I want it fried.
Anything. Just in moderation.
Just in my.
Cause Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
In our dreams.
Patrick says nothing can go wrong when you air fry.
Nothing.
So easy. Easy. Like angels. Cause Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
There's no cholesterol when you air fry.
There's no oil, no fat.
Nothing. It's so good for you. It's like grilling, but it's also like frying. Will this wonder ever happen? Seems like it's so far away.
Probably 20 years away.
No way. Technology will never catch up by then. That's like saying that one day we'll have a phone we can carry around in our pockets. Imagine that.
I can't.
And if I had that, Johnny, I would call you right now.
You would call me?
I'd call you, buddy.
What would you call me?
I'd call you Johnny. Cause that's your name.
That's my name. Yeah, that's my name.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams. Patrick suggested that we air fry in our dreams.
But it's just a dream. That's not over yet. It's just a dream. It's just a dream.
Just a dream.
Bologna, candy canes, marshmallows, tempura batter, spam. There's no oil. There's no fat.
No fats.
It's just like grilling, but it's like frying. Now you can go.
That's always a good one. That angels, the angels line.
Angels.
That's,
Oh God, I had forgotten all about Patrick.
Beautifully written.
I need to reach out to Patrick and see what he's doing now. See if he's air fried. We have time for a couple more. Who's got another one?
Can we get the Boise, Idaho Blues?
Oh, Boise, Idaho Blues is fantastic. We would definitely do Boise, Idaho Blues. You know, but the thing about Boise, Idaho Blues is you were pointing like you were about to say something.
Go ahead.
All right. You sure you don't want to say anything?
No.
Okay. All right. So the Boise, Idaho Blues. The great thing about that song is that you know we didn't do this one alone, and you know it was early 1980s. And it's, it was at that time where we were just getting our foothold here in the United States. We'd already had, one big hit record over in England. And Johnny, we pounded the pavement in England, played all the pubs, everything over there. And Johnny was like, I got to get back home. Because Johnny's from here. Johnny's from the United States. I don't know if you could tell it from his accent.
Bronx, New York.
Right. Yeah. So he was like, I really got to get back home. We got to establish a foothold. So when you come over, and I don't know if you know about the biz, and when I say the biz, I mean the industry, when you're first starting out, you can play smaller event spaces and venues in larger cities. But most of the time when you're first starting out, you got to go around, you got to play a whole bunch of like shithole cities, like Boise, Idaho, like Sacramento, California, Billings, Montana, Kansas City, Missouri, Charleston, South Carolina, like all of those type of places. Just kidding, of course.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We're here.
It's a joke. But anyway, so when you're hitting all of these small towns, it just kind of, you don't know where you're going next, and it just kind of gets monotonous. When we were in Boise, it was amazing because you never know who you're going to run into on the road. We had just played the Big Potato. What's the name of the place in Boise? Big Potato.
The Big Potato.
Right. We played the Big Potato, which is what they call the Big Potato.
Civic Center.
The Civic Center. The Boise Civic Center. And we went out that night, and there's nobody in Boise, Idaho. It was like March, so it was still like freezing outside. And we went to this little bar, this little club, and amazingly enough, there in the middle of nowhere in Boise, Idaho, we saw Satchmo, Louis Armstrong, right there in a bar in Boise. It was amazing. He had actually just done a dedication of the Boise Jazz Museum, because I didn't know that Boise had like a big jazz scene. But evidently back in the 1960s, Boise had like a couple of jazz artists come and play there one time. And so they built this museum to honor the two people that came and played.
Those two people.
Yeah, it was Sonny Rollins and Mudflaps McGee or something. And so they had this thing, and they brought Louis out to dedicate it along with Thelonious Monk. The Monk was there. Yeah. Big stand-up bass guy, Thelonious Monk. We decided that we would jam. Somebody happened to be there with a 4-track in the middle of the bar and just put in a recording. I mean, how often do you run into Louis Armstrong and Thelonious Monk at a bar in Boise?
With a 4-track. It doesn't happen.
With a 4-track. I mean, come on. It was fate. And so that night, we recorded Boise Blues, Boise, Idaho Blues. And so we can't, I mean, of course, Satch is no longer with us, But I'll sing my part, and then I'll sing Satch's part too. So we'll do that. And then after this song, we'll see how my voice is doing. These days, just trying to establish my place, wandering from town to town. Man, to do this gig, you really gotta get around. I've eaten ribs in Kansas City, caught some fish in Tallahassee, down a boil down in Shreveport, Louisiana. Man, never thought I'd end up in Boise. Got the Boise, Idaho blues. 'Cause ain't nothing round here to even do. Ain't no place to go. Only thing they got is potato. Oh, so much potato. When you drive around these parts, you see so much road there in front of me. I've eaten chili in Cincinnati. I've eaten clams in Kalamazoo. But there ain't much to do here in Boise. Boy, I got the Boise, Idaho blues. 'Cause in Boise, ain't nothing to do. No place to go, all they got is potato. So many potato. I'm gonna blow here for a little bit. Idaho blues. Ain't nothing you can do, no place to go. All they got is potato. So much potato. Skillet back potato. All right. Excellent. Long live Satch. Catch. All right. I believe I'm holding up okay. We got time for one more, I believe. In order to let's do one of. You know what? Gary, Stephen, Brian,
Sean.
Right? It's close.
It's all right.
Do you? I mean, you work here a lot, right? You're the man on the board.
First day.
Oh, right. Great. Excellent. So, you know, let's close with one of our closers. Who's got a good one out there? One of the ones we used to do on tour.
White sheets turn brown.
Oh gosh, white sheets turn brown is fantastic. You know, that was our closer from '88 to '91. The Was That Me tour? Was that me tour? And so, you know, white sheets turn brown. You know, whenever you are doing a lot of hallucinogens, you never know exactly. Whoa, oh,
It's like that.
yes, oh. My legs asleep. We'll get through it in a battle scar. So whenever you do a lot of hallucinogens, and in 1989, my doctor, Dr. Goldfarb, told me that I needed to stop doing heroin. So I did, but in order to stop doing that, I just replaced it with LSD. So I started doing more LSD to do less heroin. It's a good trade for a few years. But you find when you do a lot of LSD that things change very quickly, and you can't always trust exactly what you're seeing. I mean, you've all done LSD, right? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Yes. Thank you, Brian.
Sean.
Right. Clay. So you know, whenever we were building the stage for this song, there was a lot of sort of lights that had to be in play because it was supposed to mimic an LSD trip. So what we'll do is we'll do the song and what kind of variety of lights do you have here, Stephen?
Sean, but
right,
I mean, we've got low,
okay,
we've got completely off.
Oh, right,
And
okay.
then we have on.
Okay, and do we have like strobe?
I mean, something like that. I mean, the viewers at home, please be careful if any of you are epileptic out there with the stroke.
Okay. And do we have like can we start with like a spotlight before the lights come all the way up on Johnny over here? Is there a spot? Okay.
No,
Right.
no, probably not.
No.
There's one. There's one.
Oh, there we go.
All right,
that's good.
Boy, you find out so much on the first day.
Right. Okay. So we got to now. More importantly, on the spot on him, is there a spot that can be on me when I start singing? What with if there's
You could
one?
move over.
Could I?
You could. We could just
Well,
share that one. You know,
Well, 6 feet there, Johnny.
True.
So
Forgive me, I forgot.
right.
Oh, there it was.
Well, there we go. That's it.
Oh,
That's still on him. Fuck. All right. Anyway.
been a lot of changes in the lights.
Right. Okay.
Since we're streaming now.
Right.
We got.
So what we'll do, let's try this. You start with the spot on Johnny. Whenever I walk out, just kind of bring the lights up, and then whenever I start talking about the acid trips, we're gonna like strobe them a little bit.
Oh, okay. The viewers at home should really appreciate that.
Right. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So
This is-
just on him. Just on him. Okay.
This is white sheets turn brown. All right. Here we go.
Now.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. Whenever I come out, you can kind of bring them up slowly, just sort of in response.
I got it. Okay.
Like
good.
I don't know, like 5 Mississippi, like
No, Theater class taught me a lot.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Start over again.
So much around me, I see lights flashing, and the sounds they astound me, so loud it's deafening. I lay here in bed, waiting for heaven or hell to take me as I am. For I see the horizon, it's calling me into another land. I put the peace upon my tongue, and the serpent rises from the grave, sits at the foot of my bed, says, Clive, from now on you'll be my slave. And the lights start flashing all around me, and the sounds become louder with each moan, and I feel the rumbling down inside me as I know I'm being called there to my home, and I do not feel safe and sound. I feel I am tethered above the ground, and as my mind slips away somewhere, these white sheets turn brown. The white sheets, the white sheets, the white sheets turn brown. And I am taken aback by the feeling, the wetness like an ocean below my bed, and the sense overwhelm me. The smells, they echo in my head. And the lights begin to flash again. And the sounds grow deafening evermore. And I feel my body leaving this place to be with the evermore. Yes, the lights flash all around me, and I hear the loudening sounds, and all the beings encroach me, and they gather all around. I feel my body rise above, but yet I somehow feel tethered to the ground, and in a great release from my body, these white sheets then become brown. Yes, the white sheets then become brown. The white sheets then become brown. Can someone call the maidservant? Because these white sheets have now become brown. Thank you all so much for streaming. We are Doppleganger. Doppleganger, ladies and gentlemen.
All 40,000 of you out there.
All 41,000 of you. Donate to Theater 99.
Donate.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.